Okay, let's dive in. The world of digital finance, well, it's been absolutely buzzing this past week.
Buzzing is putting it mildly. Transformative might be closer.
Right. We've got this stack of reports, market analyses, industry insights right here. It feels like a real shift is happening.
Yeah, I agree. And it's not just, prices going up. It feels deeper. It's about how we even think about value, maybe moving from just scarcity to actual digital utility. This week really laid some groundwork.
Exactly. So our mission today, let's create and distill what's actually important from all this noise. We saw Bitcoin hit a crazy new high, the whole crypto market cap smashing past, what, $4 trillion?
Low trillion, yeah.
We need to figure out what that means for finance overall and, what could be next.
Let's do it.
Okay, so maybe the biggest piece of news, the one that really felt like a starting gun for this new phase, was President Trump signing the Genius Act.
Mm,
This feels like the bridge everyone in crypto was sort of waiting for, connecting the wild frontier to mainstream finance.
definitely a landmark moment.
It's the first major federal crypto bill in the U.S., right?
Yeah.
And it specifically targets stablecoins, sets up a regulatory framework, says issuers have to hold one-to-one reserves, dollars, or other liquid assets.
Yeah, that one-to-one reserve requirement is key.
And the industry reaction, people like Ripple's CEO calling it a monumental win. What was your first take? Anything tricky hidden in there?
Well, monumental win feels about right in terms of providing clarity. That regulatory uncertainty is probably the single biggest roadblock for serious institutional money.
Right.
So this gives them a kind of legal comfort, a green light, to even start thinking about bigger allocations. But the complexity, well, does this set a precedent? Will it be flexible enough as crypto keeps evolving so fast? That's the sort of thing we need to watch.
That makes sense. And speaking of institutions feeling more comfortable, Bitcoin. Wow.
Yeah, Bitcoin definitely felt the tailwind from the Genius Act.
It briefly touched, get this, $123,000. Settled around $120,000. Market cap now, $2.35 trillion.
Staggering numbers.
And you can really trace it back, can't you? The act passes, institutional money clearly flows in, the whole market mood just lifts. For the believers, it's like proof it's a fortress of value. But is this really different from past surges? Or just another speculative wave?
That's always the question of Bitcoin, isn't it? But I think this time, having that clear regulatory nod with the Genius Act does make it feel different. It's less about, just hoping the price goes up.
Mm-hmm.
It's becoming more of a strategic allocation for hedge funds, for institutions. You're looking at it almost like digital gold, but, with the efficiency of tech behind it.
Mm-hmm.
The source of the demand feels more calculated, more long-term institutional, less retail FOMO driving the whole thing.
Okay, so a shift from pure speculation towards strategic reserve. Gotcha.
Yeah, exactly.
But hey, it wasn't only Bitcoin making noise. Ethereum ETFs, they absolutely exploded.
Oh, yeah. The ETF story is huge.
Assets under management ballooned past $7 billion. The speed of the inflows, the scale,
Mm-hmm.
just record-breaking.
Right.
And then BlackRock throws in this proposal to add staking to its Ethereum ETF. That promises extra yield, right? Which must be pretty attractive.
Hugely attractive. That staking element is critical.
Its market cap is sitting around $451 billion now. Really shows its muscle in smart contracts, dApps.
And that BlackRock move, adding staking within an ETF, that's the game changer. It lets traditional investors earn that DeFi-style yield, that passive income, but inside a structure they know and trust.
Ah, so it bridges the gap.
Precisely. It takes the complexity out of interacting directly with the blockchain for yield generation, but gives them the benefit. It overcomes a major hurdle for big money getting into ETH, positioning it as this indispensable utility layer.
Okay, interesting. And speaking of comebacks, XRP? That was pretty jaw-dropping.
Yeah, Ripple's performance was definitely eye-catching.
It hit an all-time high, $3.65. Market cap shot over $200 billion. I mean, considering all the regulatory battles they've been through.
It's quite a turnaround.
And now it seems to be riding this wave from the Genius Act, the institutional buzz. Ripple's CEO sounded ecstatic. So the big question is this it? Does XRP join Bitcoin and Ethereum as a top-tier giant? Or is this just like a temporary peak fueled by the good news?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Or maybe the $200 billion question now. The Genius Act is undeniably massive for them, given their history.
For sure.
But we have to ask, is this surge mainly sentiment driven by that regulatory clarity? Or is the underlying utility, the cross-border payments use case, really gaining the kind of traction to sustain this valuation?
Right. Is the tech catching up to the hype?
Exactly. Critics will say it's still mostly speculative momentum from a legal win. Ripple's challenge now is proving that the tech can actually capture a big slice of global payments. That's the next hurdle.
Makes sense. Okay, and it wasn't just the big three. We saw Solana step up too.
Solana, yeah. The lightning-fast transactions, guys.
They launched their own ETF, which feels like a statement, right? Like Solana saying, hey, we're ready for the big leagues, ready for institutional money.
It definitely signals that. It shows maturation. It's not just about BTC and ETH anymore.
And it fits this broader picture, doesn't it? Altcoins claiming their space. The whole market hit $4 trillion total cap. Bitcoin getting back over 120K was the foundation, but you saw Hedera, Flare, Ripple all posting double-digit gains. Altcoins kind of stole the show.
And that diversification of institutional interest is really key. Solana launching an ETF shows investors are looking beyond the top two for specific value propositions.
Like Solana's speed for dApps, maybe.
Exactly. Or other altcoins for their unique use cases. It suggests a healthier, more multifaceted market developing, not just a winner-take-all situation.
Okay, moving beyond just market prices.
Yeah.
Strategies. Coinbase made a big move.
Yes, the everything app.
Yeah. Plans for the stablecoin-driven app, chat, app discovery, earning crypto, all in one place. They even rebranded Coinbase Wallet to Base app.
Sounds like they want to be the central hub for the digital economy.
It's a really bold gamble, super ambitious.
But does it work?
Well, that's the tension, right? On one hand, incredible convenience, everything in one spot. That could drive mass adoption.
Okay.
On the other hand, can a big centralized company like Coinbase truly capture the whole decentralized spirit of crypto in one app? It might rub some purists the wrong way.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
So it's a big bet on which way crypto consumers will lean, convenience or decentralization.
Exactly. Its success or failure will tell us a lot.
And then looking globally, Asia seems to be making some serious moves.
Asia's definitely stepping up its game.
South Korea talking about classing crypto firms as startups. That means tax breaks, benefits. Could really spur innovation there.
A very proactive approach. And in Hong Kong, you had financial leaders apparently cozying up to crypto figures, even El Salvador's President Bukele, hints of big collaborations.
Yeah, that signals a real embrace at a high level.
It feels like a seismic shift, like Asia is really determined to be a major global crypto hub.
Absolutely. And zooming out, you see this global competition heating up, different regions trying different things, South Korea using incentives, Hong Kong focusing on collaboration and influence.
Right.
It shows traditional financial centers are taking this very seriously and want a piece of the action. They're racing to attract the talent, the capital, the innovation.
Okay, and zooming back in, we saw some specific tech plays too, not just policy.
Right, the tangible stuff.
Like Bit Digital just quietly stockpiling, what, $436 million worth of Ethereum? That sounded like more than just an investment, like a bid to gain influence.
It certainly suggests a strategic play. Holding that much ETH gives you weight in the ecosystem, potentially in governance down the line. It's not passive investing.
And Dubai launching the first tokenized money market fund, a venture between QNB and DMZ Finance. That sounds like blockchain getting baked right into traditional finance.
That's exactly what it is. It's concrete evidence. Crypto isn't just this separate speculative thing anymore. It's becoming actual financial infrastructure.
Wow.
That Dubai fund is like a blueprint for how legacy systems and blockchain will merge. These aren't just far-off ideas. They're happening now. The pace is just relentless.
Okay, so let's try and wrap our heads around all this. It's been quite a week. Groundbreaking law with the Genius Act.
Yep, foundational.
Record market caps, Bitcoin, Ethereum, altcoins, the whole market hitting $4 trillion.
Unprecedented scale.
Ambitious new platforms like Coinbase's big swing.
Old strategies emerging.
And this global shift, especially seeing Asia double down.
Yeah, a real global race.
It feels like a watershed moment.
I think connecting it all, like you said, it's less about just the price charts this week and more about these fundamental shifts.
Yeah.
Crypto embedding itself into the global economy. And that Genius Act really unlocks something. That regulatory clarity was the missing piece for so many institutions. It's given them the green light. We're literally watching finance get rewired.
So, thinking about all this, as these lines blur between TradFi and DeFi, between the old world and the new, where do you, listening right now, see the next big aha moment coming from? How might all this, the new laws, the ETFs, the institutional money, actually reshape how you handle your finances in the next few years?
It's definitely something to think about.
Absolutely. Keep exploring, keep asking questions, because this future, it's unfolding right now.